It's feeding time. You place the bowl down. Your cat walks over, sniffs once, then looks up at you. It's not meowing, not eating, just staring. Most owners smile. Some laugh. Some think it's cute. But that look is not random. That look is communication. And in many homes, it's the moment something quietly starts to go wrong. Today, we're talking about the message most cats try to send before they eat. And the food mistake loving owners make without realizing it. By the end of this video, you'll know which ingredients raise concerns over time, and how to choose safer options without fear or guilt. Why this happens and why it's not your fault. Most cat owners choose food with good intentions. You read the label. You buy what's popular. You stick with what your cat has eaten for years. That's love. But cats age differently than we do. Their bodies change slowly. Their digestion changes quietly. And their food tolerance changes before their behavior does. That stare before eating is often the first sign of confusion. Not emotional confusion, physical. Many owners report their cats begin to hesitate before meals long, before obvious symptoms appear. Research suggests that food discomfort often shows up as hesitation, sniffing, or walking away. And it usually starts with ingredients we never think twice about. Let's look at the first one. Ingredient 1, meat byproducts, raises concerns over time. The name sounds fine. But byproducts can mean many things. It often includes organs, bones, and tissues, not always listed clearly. Quality varies widely between brands. In younger cats, the body can adapt. In senior cats, digestion becomes more sensitive. Many owners report slower eating, vomiting, or food refusal linked to these formulas over time. This doesn't mean all byproducts are bad. It means consistency and source matter. Label tip. If byproducts are listed without a clear animal source, that's your sign to look deeper. Ingredient 2, carrageenan, associated with digestive stress. This ingredient is used to thicken wet food. It makes gravy look smooth and rich. But research suggests carrageenan is associated with digestive irritation in sensitive animals. Older cats are especially vulnerable. Many owners notice lip licking, sniffing then walking away, eating less than usual. These are not attitude problems. They are body signals. A real-life story, Luna. Luna was 12. Her owner said she suddenly became picky. Same food, same bowl, same routine. But Luna started staring at the bowl, then at her owner. Every night, when her food was changed to a simpler formula without carrageenan, she began eating immediately again. Nothing dramatic, just relief. Ingredient 3, plant proteins used as fillers. Cats are obligate carnivores. They need animal protein, not plant substitutes. Ingredients like corn gluten meal or soy protein isolate are often used to boost protein numbers on labels. But the body processes them differently. Over time, this can lead to less energy, more hunger, slower recovery after meals. Many owners report cats asking for food more often, but eating less at meals. That's confusion, not hunger. Ingredient 4, artificial flavors, raises long-term concerns. Artificial flavors are designed to override natural signals. They make food smell stronger, taste more intense, and mask low-quality ingredients. For senior cats, this can cause mismatched signals. The smell says eat, but the body says stop. That moment when your cat stares at you before eating. That's often the conflict. A second story, Milo. Milo was 9. He always ate fast. Then he slowed. He stared. He walked away. His owner thought it was age. But after switching to a food with fewer flavor additives and clearer ingredients, Milo finished meals calmly again. The message was there all along. If your cat could talk, they wouldn't complain. They would look at you. Exactly the way they already do. That stare is your invitation to notice something earlier, before health changes become harder to reverse. Let's talk about the remaining ingredients that matter most. Ingredient 5, high phosphorus content linked to kidney strain. Phosphorus is natural, but too much of it, especially from low-quality sources, raises concerns for aging cats. Senior kidneys work slower. They filter less efficiently. Research suggests that long-term high phosphorus intake is associated with kidney stress in older cats. Many owners report increased water drinking, smaller appetites, more sleeping. These are not personality changes. They are physical responses. Ingredient 6, excess ash content. Ash is leftover mineral content after food is processed. Too much ash can stress digestion and urinary systems. And many labels never clearly explain how much is present. Label tip: if ash is not listed, look for vague, mineral blend language. Ingredient 7, low moisture dry foods for senior cats. Dry food is convenient, but senior cats naturally drink less water. Low moisture diets can contribute to dehydration over time. Hydration affects energy, digestion, mood, kidney health. Many owners report that switching to higher moisture foods leads to better appetite and calmer behavior. How to read cat food labels simply. Here's a calm, clear method. First ingredient should be a named animal protein. Avoid vague terms like meat meal or animal digest. Look for fewer than 10 total ingredients. Avoid artificial colors and strong flavor additives. Choose moisture-rich food for older cats. You don't need perfection. You need clarity. Safer ingredient alternatives, simple choices. Look for foods with named meats like chicken, turkey, rabbit. Pumpkin or gentle fiber for digestion. Bone broth for hydration. Taurine from natural sources. Limited ingredient formulas for senior cats. These choices are associated with better digestion and calmer eating patterns. Why your cat stares at you before eating. It's not judgment. It's not confusion. It's a question. Is this safe for me? Cats trust us completely with food. That stare is their way of asking without words. And once you understand that, feeding time changes from routine to communication. The moment most owners finally notice. There's a point every cat owner remembers. The bowl goes down. The cat approaches. They sniff. They look at you. And then they walk away. Not every time, but often enough that it starts to feel strange. Many owners say they used to love this food. And that's true. But cats don't stop loving food suddenly. They stop trusting how it feels. That stare before eating becomes longer. More focused. Almost like they're asking for reassurance. And this is where the message becomes impossible to ignore. What that stare is really saying. Your cat is not being dramatic. They are not trying to manipulate you. They are gathering information. Cats rely on instinct more than memory. If something once made them uncomfortable, they hesitate next time. And food discomfort is subtle. It doesn't always show as vomiting or diarrhea. Sometimes it shows as hesitation, slower eating, or staring at the person they trust most. That stare is not confusion. It's a request. How long-term feeding choices shape behavior. Many owners focus only on ingredients. But food affects behavior too. Over time, certain ingredients are linked to lower energy, less excitement at meals, reduced playfulness, more sleeping after eating, less engagement with people. These are not just agging signs. Research suggests digestion stress slowly reduces a cat's desire to interact. When eating becomes work, everything else becomes quieter. Many owners report that after changing food, their cats become more social again, without any other changes. The quiet emotional side of feeding. Feeding time is not just nutrition. It's bonding. It's routine. It's trust. When food feels wrong, cats don't complain. They withdraw. That's why the stare feels emotional. Because it is. Your cat is checking in with you. A third story, Bella. Bella was 14. Her owner thought she was just slowing down. She stared at her bowl every night. Then she stared at her person. When her food was changed to a simpler, moisture-rich recipe with fewer additives, Bella didn't just eat more. She followed her owner again. Sat closer. Purred more often. Nothing else changed. Except the food. Retention reset, one simple test. Tonight, watch how your cat approaches food. Do they go straight in? Or do they pause and look at you? That moment matters. Why senior cats are more sensitive. As cats age, their stomach acid changes. Their enzyme production slows. Their kidneys work harder. Their thirst signals weaken. This makes older cats less tolerant of heavy fillers, strong artificial flavors, excess minerals, thickening agents, low moisture foods. They can't process food the same way they once did. So they hesitate. And that hesitation is communication. The mistake most loving owners make. Most owners keep feeding the same food out of loyalty. If it worked before, it must be fine. That makes sense. But bodies change. What once worked can become uncomfortable over time. And cats don't want new food for excitement. They want it for relief. The difference between picky and careful. A picky cat sniffs and walks away immediately. A careful cat sniffs, looks at you and waits. That stare is evaluation. They are asking, is this okay for me now? When you recognize that, feeding time becomes a conversation. One more ingredient that changes behavior. Many wet foods contain gums and stabilizers to keep texture smooth. These are linked to bloating, mild stomach discomfort, slower digestion. Many owners report cats eating less but begging more. That's the body asking for something easier to process. This is why the stare matters. Because it comes before the symptoms. Before weight loss. Before dehydration. Before vet visits. It's the earliest signal. And when you listen to it, you help your cat long before anything becomes serious. Understanding the responsibility without fear. This is not about guilt. If you're watching this, you care. Most cat owners never learn how food changes with age. They are never taught to read labels clearly. They trust brands to do the right thing. But cats rely on us completely. And once you understand the message behind that stare, you can respond calmly and confidently. How to respond when your cat stares at you before eating. Do not rush them. Do not scold. Do not change everything overnight. Instead, observe, adjust slowly. Choose simpler foods. Increase moisture. Reduce ingredient complexity. Small changes create big comfort. The best feeding mindset for agging cats. Think of food as support, not just fuel. Support for digestion, hydration, energy, emotional comfort, trust. This mindset changes everything. Building a safer bowl step by step. Here's a simple, calm plan. Choose food with named animal protein first. Avoid vague ingredient lists. Prefer moisture-rich formulas. Look for limited ingredient recipes. Rotate gently over time. Watch behavior, not just appetite. Your cat will tell you if you're doing it right. When the stare disappears, most owners notice something surprising. The stare goes away. The cat walks straight to the bowl. They eat calmly. They finish without hesitation. That's relief. And relief looks like trust. The emotional shift you'll notice. Many owners report more purring, more following, more eye contact, more relaxed body language, more playful moments. Food comfort affects everything. When eating feels safe, life feels easier. Why this message matters more than any ingredient list. Because your cat is already communicating. You don't need more fear. You don't need more rules. You don't need perfection. You need awareness. That stare is your guide. A final story, Oliver. Oliver was 15. He stared before every meal. His owner thought he was waiting for attention. After changing to a simpler, softer, moisture-rich food, Oliver ate immediately again. But something else changed. He started sleeping closer. He followed again. He sat near the bowl after meals, relaxed. The message had been answered. The promise you're making. Every time you place the bowl down, you're saying, I see you. I'm listening. I'm trying. And to a cat, that's everything. Final words, end of series. If your cat suddenly stares at you before eating, it's not a mystery anymore. It's communication. It's trust. It's their way of asking for comfort. Now you know how to answer. If this series helped you understand your cat better, stay with us. We're here to help you listen, calmly, clearly, and kindly.